time for our radio blog. Before we get into the question of the day, and hopefully we have the Welu master himself, Samuel Koso, join us right on time. All right, Toyosi, good morning.
Good morning.
What's poppin'?
I'm fine. The weather is cold. I don't know if I'm the only person that is feeling cold, but the weather is actually very cold. Okay, so radio vlog. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing an experience I had. Like about last week, we were having a conversation in the studio, and we're talking about Matthew 5:14. We had light of the world, the city that is set on a hill, and all of that. So I'll just be rolling off a bit on what we discussed last week. So as Christians, a lot of us actually have lost consciousness of the fact that we are set on a hill. Meaning, like, we have people that are, watching us part-time per season. So sometime in 2017, I moved to a new environment, and I just had this, I used the word commission to preach in the bus. I was younger back then, and because of my height, I'm very, very tall, so I prefer to sit at the front, that's beside the driver, and then just do my thing there, so that at least the adults at the back will not be like, who is that short girl, and all of that. So most times when I even teach and do or preach and do all of that, I do not even know the people at the back. I'll just get down, enter the next transport, and I'm good to go. So there was a particular day, I stay in Ogun State, so it was in Ogun State that happened. So there was a particular day I was coming from Opebi, that's Opebi Island environment, and I was seated in a keke, that's tricycle. For those people that are not Nigeria, tricycle, marwa in another word. So I was sitting in a keke, and there was this woman that joined us at Toyosi roundabout, and when she came in with cooler, and immediately this woman sat down, not like she did not know. This woman intentionally pushed me. Like, this was not like, you did not know, I'm sorry. She pushed me legit, and that day I was not in the best of moods. And I can tell you that from Toyosi roundabout till we got to Allen roundabout, this woman was pushing me constantly. And because I was sitting at the edge, it was very, very risky. Like, the way she was pushing me, and she was on the big side. And if I did not have capacity, like as body, I was saying, I would have obviously just fell down from that keke, because the woman kept on pushing me. She just used her body, and I could like bam. I'm like, okay. And I was really trying to just curtail it, because me on a norm, the response I would have denied me, I'll be like, Mama, you're pushing me. But the way I was feeling that day, it would have been, Madam, you're pushing me now. What's the meaning of all of this? But I just had to just let me just keep quiet till we got to Allen roundabout. And guess what, fam? When we got to Allen roundabout, this woman just looked at me, and she smiled, and she said, I know you. Don't be that small girl where they preach from. And she was like, she had boarded the same bus with me 3 times. The 3 times I was preaching in the bus. So it was obvious that this woman knew who I was. She just wanted to, will I use the word test?
Tempt. This one not test. This one tempt.
So tempt me.
Okay, wait,
so okay. Imagine if I had said something, because I sincerely was not in the best of moods that day. Imagine if I had said something, she'd be like, that's so they preach for boss. Because this woman was pushing me. This was not, she did not know, she was intentionally, and the way she just said it, she even paid my transport that day, and I'm like, wow. So it means that part-time per season, imagine if I had said my mind like a lot of us would actually do. A lot of times just like, I'll just tell her my mind, like, this one, I'll just give it to you hot, zero chill pill for nonsense, I think that's the word, and all of that. But the Holy Spirit just had a way to just tell me to just keep quiet, because for some people, because one thing I've realized is Jesus most times deals with us on our own level. He has a way. His entry point for the woman at the well was to tell her, give her that word of knowledge that, okay, you are married 5 times, blah blah, the person you are with right now. That was Jesus' way of entering this woman. Maybe this woman was just looking for somebody who would live out what they teach. I don't know if we understand. That would just live out.
You see, sorry, I'm just thinking about, because man, this stuff is really upsetting. Really, I'm like wait, woman, who sent you? Is it God that sent you to tempt me, or is it devil that sent you to tempt me? Because I'm also thinking, like, and let's just rolling off the story, like Nessa will say, if you said anything, if you responded to her, and you told her, hey, sorry, have you done anything wrong?
No, actually. But I think because of the way I was feeling that day.
I
would have been, because when she entered, I was trying to believe that okay, maybe it was a mistake, but it looked intentional. But I was trying to believe that it was, maybe this woman did not know. But when it was consistent, I'm like, Oluwabawa we help us talk to the devil. Let's not.
Man, Lord help me, man. I'm still working on my salvation, Lord. But y'all come close to me like that.
I'm actually just thinking about it.
Like, really, don't do it.
I'm thinking about it too, and so I'm just thinking about how that is also discernment at play.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
because, and that's why I'm quiet, because sometimes people will say my gut was telling me not to do it.
Yeah.
You know, that your gut is
the Holy Spirit.
Is the Holy Spirit. And you know, a lot of people say, you know, God is not speaking to me. God is constantly speaking, but are you listening?
Yeah.
You know, for me, in a situation like that, honestly, if I'm having a bad day and you keep doing that, it's almost like human nature for me to call you out, like, ma, please, you know,
the
push is too much. I mean, Seth, I don't get capacity like Toyosi. I would actually have fallen out of the keke, Seth. So, you know, I would have, you know, had to say, please, can you just you know, give me space. But you see, the thing is, a lot of times we're in situations where God is bridling our tongue, but you're fighting it. You're like, no, I want to open my mouth. Wow.
Yeah.
And just talk. I'm just putting it out there again, just rolling off this story. I like to say that a lot. Rolling off this, just learn to listen to the Holy Spirit. Listen. Discernment is a gift. It's one of the best gifts that, you know, a Christian can have. You know, it saves you from a lot of trouble, saves you from a lot of stress, saves you from wasting time in certain things. So yeah, I think that was discernment.
But let me just add something to this thing that people are saying, because as we are learning that one, let's also learn another lesson. See, let's allow us to learn here. Huh? Are you listening to me?
Yeah,
if a person reacts in some type of way at certain times, expresses certain emotions, doesn't make the person non-Christian.
Yes, it doesn't.
I'm like, man, don't put that tag even. I'm like, man, don't put that tag even, because people take this up on pastors.
You know,
this up on everybody. If they just see them do anything that is not like
first the man or before the man.
You know the funny thing. I'm just even thinking of how we use that verse of the Bible that, you know, if they slap you, you turn the other cheek.
Right cheek.
My mom will now say one thing, that the Bible does not tell you that if you not turn the right cheek and they slap you the second time, what do? She will say that's left to you and the Holy Spirit. So in case you are using that part of the Bible to do certain things to certain people, because a lot of us as Christians, we will pick one verse of the Bible.
Yes, and then build.
We will not read
everything. We'll just build on that one.
Build on that and on that one. True. So please, in case you two you're out there and you're offending people, you're looking for people's trouble, please, don't use that part of the Bible that says if they slap you, you're supposed to turn the other cheek. Because the Bible really doesn't tell you what to do when you turn the other cheek and they slap you again. So if they slap your other
just
cheek,
walk away, go away. So before you collect another slap,
and it turns to bad news, you know. So yeah, I think that is one important thing.
Yeah.
What I learned from your story is definitely that was discernment at play, as much as also there are certain situations that would actually come and it's actually supposed to even test your faith
actually,
you know. And see, this thing is just opening me up to go and think of the story of Job. You know, things happen,
right?
And there are always situations where a certain expression or a certain reaction is expected. Going back to the story of Job now, when he lost everything, I mean, every normal person
God, what did I do you now? Like, what did I do to you?
You know, but you know, he kept his cool, kept his calm, and all of that. So I don't know why today a lot of things. One thing is opening up so many things, and you know, I think that's just the Spirit of God trying to teach people different things today.
Oh yeah. It is the Praise O'Clock Show. Thank you, Toyosi, for that one. Time it is. It is the Praise O'Clock Show, 10 a.m. West African time every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Every weekday, right here on PraiseworldRadio.com. We have all the very best of news, gist, music, and so much fun. All right, so make sure you catch us every weekday. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram at PraiseWorld_, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel on YouTube, Praiseworld TV. Oh, it's time. It's Praise O'Clock. I'll see you.